Good evening, guys. Welcome to my first week's worth of dinners. I haven't done a video like this. Is what this video is going to be, is just kids screaming in the background. I'm by myself for the next 3 nights. Yeah, 3 nights. So I have all 4 kids by myself for the next 3 nights. So sorry if you hear screaming in the background, but this is going to be probably like 6 or 7 days worth of dinner. You'll know by the title of the video. But welcome to a week of dinner in my family, in my household. This is night 1. It is Monday night tonight. I am making silver side tonight. Yes, darling! This is what my appearance is going to be like this week also. I apologize at this time of day. It's just, this is what you get. It is currently 4:30 in the afternoon. However, I do a slow cooker silver side. I cook my silver side in the slow cooker. So I hope this video gives you guys some inspiration as to what you guys can cook for your kids or your family for the week. I only just decided like 10 minutes ago that I was gonna make this video, so I didn't record myself putting the actual silver side in the slow cooker, but here is where we're at now. This is what it looks like. My house smells amazing. You don't eat the onion around it, but let me show you what you put in it. Basically, you get your slow cooker and you pop your silver side into it and then fill the slow cooker until the water is just covering the silver side. I think this silver side's 1.5 kilos. You put in 10 whole black peppercorns, 1 tablespoon of brown sugar. You chop this up into wedges and just spread that around the silver side, and then you put 1 bay leaf in there, and then you pop it on low for 6 hours, and then you'll have a beautiful slow cooked silver side ready for your family. We are also starting a 3-day lockdown here in Brisbane, so I have absolutely no reason to put makeup on or put any effort into my appearance other than videos, which I just honestly don't have time for because I have all the kids by myself, so I do apologize for my appearance in this video. Tonight's silver side I will be serving with a side of veggies. The amazing thing about roasts in general is that you can serve your vegetables however you like. You can steam them, you can roast them, you can swap whatever vegetables out you want for whatever your family likes and tailor it to your personal family, which I think is amazing. The kids really enjoy mashed potatoes. Jet's coming around to it, but all of the other kids enjoy it. Actually, Talia's not a huge fan, which just like baffles me because mashed potato is the best thing in the world, but the rest of the kids actually really enjoy it. Evie is probably the one that enjoys it the most, to be honest with you. She loves mashed potato. But I'm just going to chop them up and boil them and, you know, mash them up and make mashed potatoes. Tonight I just decided to steam my vegetables. I do really like baked vegetables or roast vegetables or whatever you call it, but tonight I just decided to steam them because Jet doesn't like the green sprinkles that come on the roast potatoes. So as you can see, here is our silver side for the night. Everyone has a little bit different of a serving, obviously. We've got my serving, which is huge. Talia's serving over here. Jet serving over here. He doesn't like broccoli. He's doing amazing with learning to eat new vegetables. He would not have eaten any of these when I met him, and now we're working our way up to eating them all. He likes carrots. He's starting to like potatoes, and he's going to come around to corn soon, I can tell. Lily eats everything, and this is Evie's portion. Hey guys, it is Tuesday today. Welcome to another day of dinners. Tonight, as you can probably guess, we are having pizza for dinner. I make my own veggie packed pizza sauce. I will link it in the iCards for you guys. I've defrosted that and just popped it on my bases, and Lily doesn't like cheese, so she doesn't have cheese on her half of her pizza. But I'm just going to be putting bacon. I usually put ham, but I accidentally got bacon because I shopped online and I didn't look properly apparently. So we're having bacon, pineapple, and cheese pizza for dinner. And obviously, like I said, there is some veggies hidden in there, so that is good. Usually I have garlic bread. Usually I serve garlic bread with the pizzas, but I forgot to buy some this week. So we're just having pizza for dinner, which is fine because it's filling enough as it is. It's just me and the 4 kids again tonight, so it's just 1 adult and 4 kids. I can count 4 kids. But yes, so I'm just going to lay the rest of the toppings out on the pizza and then pop it in the oven. So very similar to the roast, you can tailor pizzas however you want to match your family's likes and wants. My family is very picky, or some of the people in my family are very, very picky when it comes to vegetables. So I can just put on pineapple and bacon and cheese and they will eat it. And they are none the wiser that there are hidden vegetables in the sauce, which makes me feel so much better about serving pizza for dinner. But obviously, Lily doesn't like cheese, and making homemade pizza means that she is able to eat it because I can just leave cheese off half of the pizza. That's the only way she eats pizza. It is Wednesday now. I was about to say Thursday, but it's not. It's Wednesday. So tonight we're having tacos for dinner. So I've got my chopped up tomatoes and lettuce, the taco kit, the mince, some jalapenos here and some cheese. I usually have sour cream, but I have, oh no, okay, thank you. I usually have sour cream as well, but I have forgotten to buy some. So I'm gonna be putting the chipotle taco sauce on them instead. This stuff is really, really delicious. I love it. I don't know if the kids are gonna like it, but I forgot sour cream, so we'll have to give it a go. We're in the middle of a lockdown, so I can't even go buy some. So we'll just work with what we've got. If I had to choose my favorite food, it would honestly be Mexican food. Like any kind of Mexican food. I love nachos, I love tacos, I love enchiladas, am I even saying that right? I also love burritos. I just love Mexican food in general. So incorporating tacos into my rotation of what we have for dinners during the week makes me very happy. And of course, like the previous 2 meals, you can cater to your family based on what you put on the tacos, because it's a meal that you're assembling, not something like spaghetti where they have to pick around what they don't like. You can just avoid putting tomato on someone's taco that doesn't like tomato, if you know what I mean. So I think that it just works better when I make meals like this, as opposed to a meal where someone's not happy that there's a specific ingredient within that meal, so they just either don't eat the meal altogether, or they feel the need to pick around the vegetable / thing that they don't like. It always slightly annoys me when that is the case. Luke is the one that does it too. Luke picks around the vegetables and it drives me insane, but you know, that's the good thing about tacos, is I just don't put vegetables on his tacos. Tonight, Talia was at her dad's house, so it was just Evie, myself, Jet, and Lily, and this is what our tacos looked like. Look like a damn potato every day. It is Thursday. Is it Thursday? It's Thursday, right? Yeah, it's Thursday today. And we are having sausages and mac for dinner. This was one of my favorite recipes growing up. My dad used to make it. Here's the ingredients. We've got sausages, bacon. You can pretty much use any stir-through pasta sauce you want, but if you're gonna make it, highly recommend using this one because it tastes the best. Oh, I meant to get crushed. Crushed tomatoes, garlic cloves, can't remember where I said bacon, but bacon, an onion, pasta, tomato paste, and Italian herbs. Here's the recipe. Feel free to pause if you want to make it yourself. But yeah, this is one of my favorite. This isn't like a vegetable packed dinner. It's just like a really delicious pasta meal. In saying that there is no vegetables in this meal, you could very easily add grated carrot and other hidden vegetables to this dish. I don't even think you would even be able to tell that there was grated carrot in this meal, honestly, if you added it. I don't even think you could tell. There's onion in this meal, and you can barely tell that as well, which is great because Luke doesn't like onion, so that's not ideal because I put onion in pretty much everything that I cook. But he can't tell in most of the meals because I mask it. This meal is it's really filling, and the kids really, really like it. I think Jet likes it the most because it just doesn't have any vegetables in it, and that's his jam. He just hates vegetables, so this is something that he can eat, and he knows that he's not going to have to pick around anything. But like I said, you can add hidden vegetables if you really want to. If you really wanted your kids to have an extra serving of vegetables, it would be super easy to hide it in this, especially with all of that tomato sauce. Yeah, I don't think you would be able to see it at all. My dad used to make this for me growing up. It was in the rotation of weekly meals that he would make along with Silverside, and also tuna corn mornay was something that he used to make regularly, and I don't make it for the kids because none of them would like it other than maybe Evie and Talia. But I really want to learn how to make that, to be honest with you, because it was one of my favorite meals as well growing up. But you mix the pasta in with the sauce on this one in the actual pan instead of just topping the pasta with the sauce in a bowl. You add the pasta to it and just like stir it all up until it's all nice and toasty warm. Obviously with smaller ones you want to cut up their sausages so it's not a choking hazard. I do end up cutting up Evie's sausages in half, as you can see here, so that it is not a choking hazard. Hi guys, it is now Friday. It is Easter Friday, it is Good Friday, so happy Easter / Good Friday. Tonight's dinner is curried sausages. This is one of my favorites, and actually all of the kids like this. Surprisingly, even Jet likes this, and it has veggies in it, which is great. He tries to pick around the veggies, but we obviously discourage that. Let me show you how tonight's dinner is going. So the veggies included in curried sausages is baby potatoes, carrots, and celery. I've also got some, not garlic, onion over here. Obviously curry powder because it's curried sausages. I've got beef stock. And then over here, I've got my sausages cooking as well. Luke has just started mowing, so I'm sorry that you can hear that in the background. One money-saving tip that I have for you guys is to double up on ingredients for the week. So, for example, I bought a big packet of sausages and then I'm using it for multiple meals throughout the week. I'm gonna just stop talking because you're not gonna be able to hear me over Luke anyway. I love curried sausages, and it wasn't something that I had as a kid growing up. It wasn't a meal that I ate as a kid growing up, so I guess I never really realized that you can incorporate vegetables into curried sausages, or maybe I just never thought about it. And obviously with the curry powder, you can once again tailor it to your family. So if they don't like any spice, you can just add a tablespoon of it, a teaspoon of it probably, and it won't be spicy. It will just have a curry taste. So I added 2 teaspoons of curry powder to this dish this night, and it had a little bit of spice to it, which isn't ideal because Jet doesn't like spicy food, neither does Talia. Lily and Evie, I know my kids' names. Lily and Evie don't really care about spicy, but Jet and Talia don't like it. So if your kids don't like spicy, I would recommend only using 1 teaspoon, maybe 1.5 of curry powder. But it turned out amazing, and regardless of the spice, everyone ate all of their curried sausages. Good evening, guys. It is 4 o'clock in the afternoon and I'm about to make tonight's dinner, and tonight's dinner is cottage pie. Now my camera fell off the windowsill yesterday, so I don't know if it's even functioning properly, but we'll give it a go. This is the recipe that I have been making for the longest time. I really, really love it. It's one of my favorites. It's actually Evie's favorite meal. So I've got my potatoes here. I'm about to peel them and chop them up. Got the beef mince, some crushed tomatoes, some tomato sauce. This is the best stock. If you guys are wanting to find a good stock, this is it. Carrots, onion. This is another one of my favorite meals. A lot of my favorites I made this week, but this is something that Jet is still coming around to because it does have vegetables in it and it is topped with potato, and he's still coming around to potato, guys, but we're getting there. He's doing so much better with eating more vegetables. But I really, really love this dish, and honestly, everyone else in their household does as well. Obviously, I just don't add cheese to the top of Lily's portion of this meal because she doesn't like cheese, but she loves cottage pie as well. It's one of her favorites, and honestly, it's Evie's favorite meal, regardless of how hungry she is. If you put cottage pie in front of her, she will eat all of it, and I mean all of it. Like, there'll be nothing left, and I can't blame her because this dish is honestly really, really delicious. And the vegetables that it has in it is obviously potato, carrot, and I do add peas at the end as well, so it does have a little bit of nutrients to it. But you can also add whatever vegetables you like. If you wanted to add something different, you can, but this is just what I put in my cottage pie, and it tastes good, and it looks good. Like, it has a good variety of colors. And honestly, like I said, I put onion in everything, so there is onion in this dish as well. Funnily enough, the recipe doesn't call for garlic, which is bizarre because I feel like I put garlic in everything as well, especially a dish like this, but the recipe doesn't call for it, so I don't put garlic in, and it is honestly delicious. I don't know if I would be willing to mess with the recipe by trying garlic one week, just in case it wasn't as tasty. The recipe also calls for like 3 large potatoes, and I swear I put like 5 or 6 large potatoes in there because I love mashed potato, and I just like smear the top with mashed potato, even though I think you're only supposed to put a small layer. I swear there's just as much potato in this dish as there is meat. But as you can see, I've added some peas to give it just a little bit of extra nutrients and a lovely color when you pour it into the dish. And I just flatten it down and then add the potato to the top. I'm a perfectionist when it comes to this as well, so it bothers me that I can never get it perfect. Every time I spread the potato out over the top of the meat, it's just never perfect, and there's always one side that the sauce gets mixed in with the potato, and it drives me nuts every single time that I make this dish. I try so hard to get it perfect. As you can see, it's never perfect. It's never perfect. But I also add cheese to the top of this dish. And then when I pop it in the oven, I put it in for 20 minutes. And then just for a few minutes, I pop it under the grill just to make the cheese a little bit brown and crispy. I forgot to film the cottage pie when I took it out of the oven, but it turned out amazing, and it was great. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this week's worth of dinners. Obviously we have a blended family, so we've got kids coming and going, and every night's a little bit different, but that was 6 days, not really a week, but like 6 days of dinners for our family. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope it gave you some inspiration and helped you come up with some new ideas for what you can feed your family. If you like this type of content, please give it a thumbs up so that I know to make more like it, and comment down below which recipe that I made today was your favorite, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!